you still want to.
Different situation. This was the campaign where we were dealing with. Um, do you remember the vampire with werewolf and zombies? Yeah, that's where you were rushing me to, so I don't have time to prepare my
Well,
uh,
yeah, there's some times that I'm going to rush you.
automatic shotgun.
Yes.
You
But in any
weren't.
case,
You don't have time. You have to your time. So main
so
strategy became pray.
who
Yeah.
needs a?
Well, my intention is not much fighting. Was trying to go for investigation talk out because the character I picked has like no fighting skills.
Oh no! I was just mentioning that that lately things have gone into more action instead of so much investigation as before. That's all. I wasn't criticizing. I'm not saying that the one is a good thing or the other one is a good thing. I mean, too much investigation
Yeah,
No,
is not gonna get you
what I'm
anywhere.
saying is I agree, but and it's not my intention. I agree with you, and it is not my intention.
So, but anyway, so we do have a new player today, and Rainbow is a new player. And other than that, what do you guys remember about last week besides the fact that you guys managed to find some demonic, evil versions of yourselves and that you are sort of like escaping and fighting them at the same time?
but we got caught.
Yeah, we we threw mustard gas on a crowd of people and a group of children. And then the demon version of us came towards us.
Blow them up and burn them at the same time.
With thermite and grenades. And then we ran down the tower, and Arlen's character tripped and got, and then I ran into a building, was unable to open a door, so I had to jump through the window. And then ran into a room, tried to hide behind. Oh no! I was going to hide behind the door, but then I decided to hide in the closet, and I opened the window before I did that. Didn't work. And then I got caught.
Yeah, granted that.
Oh yeah, well there was also the church. Like that was just like the very end. There was also a church that we that we went into a basement, and then got to a point that was like you can't turn back, only move forward. So we had to move forward, and just got into some mess.
Granted that that the dice roll didn't work for you, and that's how the guy found you in the closet. However, one could say that the reason that he found you was because he is you, and he probably thought the same way that you think about where to hide.
That. I consider that. I figured after the game that I probably should have just kept running and just took the damage from the window. But
so
here we are.
All right. So among all this, so both of you are kind of like at a stalemate right now because it seems like your evil versions kind of sort of have you like pinned down in a way that you don't have a lot of room for running. So I guess let's start with Wen. What's Wen's move? What are you gonna do, Wen? Or what do you want to do?
You mean me, right? Ren?
Yeah. Ren. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Ren. I don't have my glasses on and. Woof. Yeah.
So is he currently pinning me down, or is he just standing?
Is
I
he
can't
what?
remember.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Is he like physically pinning you down, or staring at each other right
Well,
now?
not necessarily pinning you down, but he, as far as I know, last time he was chasing you down, and now he kind of sort of caught up to you. So
Does he look at all damaged, like from literally being blown up?
yes, yes. He looks like he's got, maybe burnt skin. But he doesn't look like he's in pain. Um,
But he's got burned skin.
yeah. Then again, this guy that you're looking at right now, both of them, both of this characters or creatures or whatever you want to call them at this point, they are, like I described them before. They had the bottom half of an animal, like a sheep, bottom half, and then the top, it's definitely human. They have this reddish tint to their skin. They're not completely red, but they're definitely very strongly pinkish to their skin. And the guy is definitely burned out. However, because he's burned down, you can imagine like if he is burnt as if he was sunburned, like a very, very strong case of sunburn. However, the tone of his, color, due to the fact of whatever he has done to get himself to that point of all that mix with an animal and all that stuff that he's done, has gotten him to a point where it is kind of difficult to see the damage other than maybe some lesions here and there, due to the fact that he's no longer human anymore on the sense of whatever human is.
But he's just staring at me.
Very much so, yeah.
Okay. I'll look at his burns and. I had some bandages for that.
So that you tell him that?
Yeah, that's all I got. What am I gonna do?
No. I'm just asking if that's what you're.
Yeah,
saying.
that's exactly. Yeah, I'll offer him bandages for his burns and his lesion or his cuts and stuff.
Perfect. He approaches you, and all right. So that was your move. So Matthew, you are in a similar position, only that you had the upper hand at that point, because I remember you took a shot with your double barrel flare gun to your guy.
I don't think I did yet. That was for the previous version of me.
Oh yeah, you're right. The guy that raped his wife, right?
Yeah, the one I really didn't like. So I put 2 flares in his chest.
Yeah. What was it that you didn't like about him exactly? Just joking. Just joking.
Possibly could it be?
But in any case, all right. So, well, you still have that gun, and this guy has not gotten blown up, so he looks fairly on the healthier side. Now, among the children, whatever the children were,
I forgot the children.
yeah, the children were sort of being held by a group of cultists. after all these explosions come to place, and all this destruction, and you guys running the chase, the incredible powers that these guys are using, and all that stuff. Rainbow, your character would have been there. However, you would have been kidnapped long ago and sort of brainwashed. And the way that you were brainwashed, it was to the point that you were just your own being, of course, but you haven't been, I guess, corrupted in a way that they are. You are sort of in a loom, mainly. You decided to put a mask on and stop feeling altogether, mainly because maybe there was something that happened to you that got you to, that put you maybe a little depressed or whatever, and somehow you managed to travel all the way over there without even being aware of how you got there. But if you open your character sheet, you will see that there is a power skill or stat. It's a stat, not a skill. So there's a power stat in the very top. So if you want to click on that and roll it,
how do I roll it?
so when you have your character sheet up, you will see that there is, there's numbers everywhere on it. But you will just click over the number that is right next to the power stat. Or if you're on a tablet, you will just tap on it or press it. There you go. All right. So at this time, you're looking. Things seem weird. Like you're starting to feel like, okay, well, you're kind of like trying to wake up. However, you don't have the willpower yet to actually make that decision on your own. So you go ahead and pretty much what happens is you just decide that, you're going to look for a little more. So give me just 1 second, guys. You guys can start planning something in the meantime.
I'm planning to grapple. I was thinking I could maybe throw on something that resembled a robe of the cult and disguise myself as one, and I don't. I didn't think I'd have the time to do that. So I'm groveling.
I'm planning to make that version of my character Deep Throat, the double barrel flare gun.
Yeah,
And then
if that works. Yes, perfect. If that works, you have to then get rid of my guy, because I don't think groveling is going to work.
Yeah, war crimes.
Yeah, well, I forget. It's kind of hard to grovel after you, commit war crimes on a group of cultists and children. It's mixed feelings,
Mixed feelings? What are the mixed feelings?
About mustard gassing the group of cultists, but also the group of children.
Well, most of the cultists, they kind of disperse. They kind of run for the hills. And, if... For Rainbow's knowledge, once you start looking at all this and your character is starting to come back slowly as to like, wait, what's happening around here? What am I doing here? Blah, blah, blah. One could make the argument that those cultists are probably regular people much like yourselves that have gotten in one way or another due to whatever life's decisions have happened into there. So
I think what he's saying, Matthew, is that those people were perfectly innocent.
maybe, maybe not. People can go through all sorts of things. They could do horrible things and then lose themselves.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay.
When you use the mustard gas, did you see the children there, or did you like use it anyway?
It was,
Uh,
you know, when you have
Or you like
to,
took those
you
kids
have to
and
weigh,
then
you have to weigh the risk versus the reward, and
Was it
I
worth it?
I can't shoot. I'm not good at shooting or fighting in any sense, so a mass clear out did seem like the better option.
Was it worth it?
I don't know those kids,
Oh,
but yeah. But it's
Oh.
also, I mean, I feel bad, right? But
do you?
not my kid. Not my kid.
Oh,
If it was my
His character feels bad. My character is going to need a therapy again.
Well, you know, let's explain this real quick. So, I don't know, have you played Call of Cthulhu before, Rainbow?
no.
Okay. So on Call of Cthulhu, this is kind of like if you were playing in real life, right? Like if you were a character in real life. Ultimately, obviously that it's got some fantasy to it. So therefore, whenever you find yourselves into this kind of situations, you have different types of characters. You have characters that are going to be really worried about other people, and therefore they're going to choose to go save other people before they decide to care about what's going to happen to themselves, or that their conscience will not allow them to move on before they save someone else. Other people are not like that. Other people, they tend to look for their own behinds first before they care about anybody else. Ultimately, they have these two. They have a good idea for going in there, because 5 kids disappeared and they went in there to try to rescue them. And what they found out when they got there was that things are a little weird. And the kids are there. However, when they got there, unfortunately, they got discovered because they're not the best at stealthing. So these 2 evil guys started chasing them and attacking them in a way. So they panicked. And one of them definitely used the gas. And,
I didn't panic. It was very intentional.
Yeah, it was a calculated decision, which was probably making the whole the whole thing worse. But
Ouch.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
player,
maybe-
you never do that. But sometimes you got.
Well,
the worst part is
hey.
that my character is a police detective too. So
Oh wow.
I was,
Police-
yeah, and I was
police-
actually. I literally didn't watch him make
died
it
before.
mustard gas so that I had probable deniability of it existing in case I went to court. So I wanted to keep it all legal, and then I'm the one that told him to throw it.
No, honestly, he's
Imagine-
probably the only not corrupt cop in town.
Yeah, but I do
Imagine
mustard gas
if
kids.
Edward was
So.
still
Not
alive.
anymore.
It's not corruption. It's more of brutality. I
Well,
think. I don't know if it's better.
Children isn't corruption.
You have
Nah,
no
it's more
jurisdiction
brutality.
there, so
But that's not better or worse.
1920, they had a different standard.
you have no jurisdiction there, so you're good.
yeah. It's a mystical
Exactly.
church basement. Yeah.
All right, so Matthew, what's up? What do we do? Matthew.
Right.
What is your character doing?
Is he muted?
I don't know. You think he fell asleep?
I don't think so.
Okay, well there you go. So what do you do?
It's probably just Discord being Discord.
Can you hear us? Arlian.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So what is your character doing?
Oh. How close is the corrupt version of me?
Well, probably anywhere between within 5 yards.
Okay. Can I attempt to move closer and, as I said, shove my okay, I'm gonna use expression gun, my gun in its mouth before pulling the trigger.
So your idea is to move closer and put your gun in his mouth and pull
Before
the
pulling the trigger. Yes.
I don't see why not.
I'm going to burn him from the inside out.
Hmm.
And if it shows that it works, I have acid. Just to make things worse for him.
And you expect them to just sit tight, right? To like
No,
no.
I'm
Oh.
very certain that he will try to defend himself and quite possibly succeed.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up this character sheet so I can start making rolls. Excuse me. All right. So you go ahead and take your shot. If
Do I
that's what
roll
you're
a
gonna do.
handgun or melee?
Whatever it is that you're going to shoot, shoot it.
Okay. Trying to shove the gun in his mouth and pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Yeah, this one missed. And this one missed. Fuck me.
All right.
Okay. President, that's as much as I can try.
All right. Go ahead and roll your. Actually, first of all, since you failed both shots, go ahead and roll your luck.
Just a second.
Let's start with that. Let's see where your shots go. Okay. All right. So you don't hit anybody with them. You just shoot terribly. So now go ahead and roll your power.
I hate you.
All right. So now you get paralyzed. You just can't move. So Margaret now has a chance to make another power roll and wake herself up. There you go. Margaret wakes up. All right. So Margaret,
Heck yeah.
you suddenly take that mask off and you're just wondering where you're at. Right now you see that there's children around you and like they're all like hiding behind you in a way. And you see that this weird creatures are fighting against these two guys. First of all, go ahead and roll your sanity. You will see that there's a stat that says sanity. And that's very well. Okay. So go ahead and type / roll and then space 1d5. And this roll is going to be for everything that you see around you. not necessarily just the creature. 4. So you're gonna lower your stat 4 points.
Oh, shoot. Are you going to edit mode to do that?
Yep.
Important question: permanent or temporary loss of sanity points?
No, that'd be
It's kind of important.
technically everything is temporary if you manage to regain them back, except for whatever goes to your Cthulhu mythos. Now, in this case, this is as good as permanent because technically, unless she decides to save herself, or she's lucky enough to save herself, and B, then she gets institutionalized. It's gonna take her forever and a day to get that sanity back. So, all right, you managed to keep your cool. You got kids around you. You see all this stuff going on. You see that you are inside of actually an old looking like castle. You're in the yard of a castle. You see around you there's walls. There's a drawbridge towards one of the ends. What do you do?
Just want to make sure that the kids are okay. I guess I'm gonna go towards the drawbridge.
Okay. All right. So you go towards the drawbridge. Do you go by yourself or do you go with the kids?
No, I'm gonna tell them to go run and go find somewhere less mustard gassy. Just to like get them out of the area.
Mustard gas kind of dissipated already.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just like
Yeah, that area is on. By the way, that area
like,
is in the open though. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to avoid getting hit again, they should probably go run and hide to safety.
There you go.
Just out of the area.
Okay. And then, are you gonna take off towards the entrance? I guess.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Ren, well, actually, let's go back with your action before we go with your twins. What do you do?
Well, I didn't really have time. So I groveled. I'm offering him bandages. I see that he is cut and burnt. I'm offering bandages because he's already.
You offer the bandages. So go ahead and roll your power.
Okay.
All right. So you're able to move.
Yeah.
Now you go ahead and take your action.
Yeah. I got bandages. Do you talk?
Hold on.
I don't really know what to do. I can't. If I try to fight him, I'm just not good. It's not that. Okay. Well, there we go. I dodged that.
He goes ahead and tries to hit you. You can roll your dodge if you want. All right. You managed to dodge that. All right.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Would I be allowed to dodge and then fucking run and close the door and then keep running? But that can just be the end of my turn.
You can dodge on hard and then take another action. So if you want to dodge and run, then dodge on hard. Okay. So you take the hit. Boom. It hits you, and you don't get a lot of damage. Go ahead and roll a 1d3. But the important part is that it is a very dry type of hit to where it knocks you down on the ground.
like prone now.
I mean, you're not knocked out, but
well, yeah, but I'm like on my ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Okay. Yep, that's all I got.
All right. So, Arlian, what does Matthew? Oh no, actually, you get to roll your power again.
I'm kind of paralyzed, so.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
All right.
Fuck.
All right.
This is the night I'm not gonna have any luck.
So Matthew. So is it Matthew or Marcus, your character?
Matthew?
Matthew. Okay. All right.
One criminal.
Okay.
Not an official title. I think it's more of a.
All right. Give me just a sec. Alright, so I don't have a stat to roll, so I'm just gonna roll the power. So he goes ahead and becomes a sort of mist. And you see him just disappearing in front of you. All of you see him disappearing in front of you. And
Mine too, or just his?
no, just his. And when he disappears and he becomes this cloud, this mist, which maybe Margaret doesn't see this because Margaret is just running. But you are like on your ass on the ground, so
Yeah, I'm in the house. I can't see this either, so this is all for
okay.
Yes.
Even better then. You can miss this, that's fine. So Matthew, he goes ahead and through this mist gets inside of you through your nostrils and starts trying to take over your body at this point.
Did you say that he entered my nose?
Yes. Margaret, since you're running and a little bit, nervous, I want to say, go ahead and roll your dexterity for me, making sure that as you're running, you don't trip or anything. Good. You're getting to the drawbridge now, and the drawbridge, I don't believe you guys lowered it, so the drawbridge is up.
No, we did. Yeah, we did.
You
Because
did?
it was an easy out. Yeah, because they were coming down. We thought that they were coming down, and then we lowered it, and then noticed that there was a house.
Perfect.
Because I reminded that we needed to keep moving forward. So we did lower it, but then we just didn't use it.
All right. Perfect.
Hey.
So you continue going on the drawbridge. You get to the drawbridge. You get to the other side, and now you got some distance in between these guys and you. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna head over there still. And he's like prone, right? Like he's still prone?
He's a what? Sorry?
You said he's still prone? Is someone still prone?
Well, one of them just sort of in the middle of getting possessed. The other one is just knocked on his ass, but not knocked out.
Okay.
That's it, really. So
I'm gonna-
now,
I'm
if
gonna
you
help the
turn
guy
around
with
and you
that.
look, like if you turn around and you look right now, you will only see 3 of them instead of 4.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go help the guy up so we can deal with the one that's getting possessed.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, I'm not there. I was across the courtyard, I thought, in the house, in the closet.
Yeah, you are across the corner, so she will need to run all the way back in and towards you in order to do that. That's probably gonna take about a turn or 2
Oh shit.
to get there.
Okay, so wait, who am I closest to then?
Well, you're probably closer to Matthew. However, Matthew doesn't necessarily look like he's any danger to you if you look at him, because he's just standing still, not moving, and you don't see the other bad guy anyway.
Okay, I'm still gonna go up to him then and just say like, "Hey, we gotta go find
All right, so you start running
Ren."
towards him again. All right. So, Ren, you are down on your ass. What do you do?
Well, is he still just standing there staring at me? Has he said a single thing to me?
He is.
He's just not communicating.
No. No.
Well, what would I have to roll to slip past him and run and close the door and just keep running? What do I gotta do from the floor?
Dexterity.
On regular or hard?
Not just regular. And you got an extreme success. So, right. So you managed to somehow shoot yourself up and take off running. And you actually caught him a little bit by surprise. So he actually lets you go. And as you're passing by him, go ahead and roll your power. Alright, so you dodge that, you continue running. So where are you running to?
Remind me when I was running. Was there a specific place at the end of the hall? I thought.
Well, I thought you left the window open.
Well, I did leave the window. Oh, yeah, when I ran into that room, I left the window open and then went to the closet to have him assume that I jumped out the window.
You came from a hallway
Yeah.
that was leading to another room. Like
Yeah, so I was gonna run down back to the first hallway.
Okay.
Like, I couldn't remember if down that first hallway, if there was, like, at the end of the hallway thing.
Okay.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So going back down the original hallway I was running down to continue down that path.
Totally fine.
Because I remember the thing said, keep moving forward. And so, this is the path that has been presented so far. I don't know.
Sure thing. Alright, Arlian, I need a power roll, please.
A sec. Why did I have to give him such a low power? Nope. I'm still stuck.
Yeah, and you feel how he is really starting to get to your lungs, like everything. You just like fighting him as best as you can, but it's just you start feeling that your arms are starting to move on their own, and and he talks to you while you're standing over there, and only you can hear him while he's talking to you. So, Margaret, after running the whole distance, you finally get to where Matthew is. You see that Matthew is just standing still, although he seems to be struggling with something. What that is, you just don't know. You're not very sure about it because he's just standing still, kind of shaking a little bit. Somewhat
Sounding
concerned.
like he's about to puke his guts out.
But yeah, there you are. So, what do you want to do, Margaret?
So what would be the equivalent of like a perception check? Like what would
Perception?
I'm just trying to see like what's going on
Oh,
with him.
perception. Well, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's being possessed at the moment. So, I mean, but you will be able to tell. If you roll intelligence, you can definitely tell that something's not right because he's just shaking so bad, and the other guy just happens to have disappeared suddenly.
I did.
Well, no, not you. The other guy. Yeah. All right. So definitely, you can see that he's not in his best condition. I mean, he's shaking really bad, and it's starting to shake, harder and harder and harder as time goes by. His eyes are probably rolled back, and and ultimately, uncontrollably. So, is there any other action you want to take while you're there?
Double barrel flare shotgun on the ground. Just throwing that out there.
Can I? Yeah. Okay. Can I grab the shotgun? I don't want to shoot him, but I just want to.
Sure. Yeah. You can grab. Well, it's not a shotgun.
Not a shotgun. It's a flare gun.
It's a flare gun. Exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you've only ever used it as a shotgun.
But yeah, you can grab. You can definitely grab.
Shotgun shells.
Okay.
You can
So
definitely.
will that count as an action?
Well, that will be your action to grab the gun.
Okay.
So,
Then.
Ren, you're running towards the front. What do we do now?
Was I running towards the front?
You ran into the hallway towards the entrance of that building,
yes.
So you can get out to the courtyard where they are.
Well,
it's just that you just made it so far because you started running.
Well, no, I was running further down the hallway. Because I thought if we keep moving forward, because the last session, I pretty much called out to Matthew, and he was like, "Yeah, just go," and I decided to go, and so I was gonna keep going unless this is. There's no keep going.
I'm not saying that you stopped running. I'm just asking you. I'm saying you are getting to that area. What else do you want to do? Do you want to just continue running? Do you want to do something else?
But I guess that's what I'm asking. Am I going in circles inside the house? Because
you're not going in circles inside the house. You got out of the room.
Because
you got into the hallway to enter the other room that is got the door to go towards the courtyard where they are. Ultimately, you have to go to the courtyard if you're gonna get to the drawbridge to escape. If that's where you're going.
If that's the way, because I thought. Okay, yeah, sure.
Where are you trying to go?
I thought that we needed to keep moving forward. That's what the voices had told me.
Well, yeah, no, definitely you gotta move forward. But where do you plan to escape to? Because there's nothing else. There's nowhere else for you to move forward to at the moment that you can see, at least. I mean, are you trying to investigate the castle? Because if you are, I think it's an amazing idea, but maybe you should do so once, somebody's not actively trying to kill you.
Well, that's what I'm trying to deter, but it doesn't seem to work. I'll try again, I guess. Is he currently behind me, or did that slow him down enough that he's not in sight yet?
Well, when you took off running, you just left him there in the room. So last thing you know is you got out of the room, and he was there in the room.
And the door was closed.
No, you didn't mess with the door. You just run.
I did say I closed the door.
Okay. You grab the door, you kind of push it back, hoping that the door was going to close, and you run out. So, once again, now you are getting to the room where the door is.
Oh, no, but that's what I'm saying. I ran the other way. I continued down the original hall. I didn't go back to where I came from.
Okay, so you're not.
I went down the other way.
You're not trying to escape.
Well, I thought that this was the way to escape. that's the thing, because I was told to keep moving forward, and that now we're going to the drawbridge would be going backwards.
I see. Okay, well let's make it better for you then. That's fine. That's fine. So, okay. So you continue then down the castle.
And I agree. I should hide from him, but
You continue down the
I
castle.
will.
You
But I
open
feel
the
like
door.
we can move on to the other people. We can get to me later.
Let's get you to a stalemate then. You continue down the castle. You get to the next room, and the next room is a big hall, like a huge hall. And in there, in the middle of the room, you see a shiny portal. This portal is emanating some bright light to it. What do you do?
Is there like any drapes in the room that I can possibly like just sneak behind or something, or is there just the portal?
There's columns around you.
That's not good. Keep moving forward.
There's
Okay.
columns behind you that they are fairly big. I mean, on your defense, these columns are probably like 6 feet wide. So if you want to try to hide behind a column, you can. But ultimately, they're probably
There's no
going to
like
conceal
stupid
you
armor or
as
nothing in
good
there.
as anything else.
I guess what I'm asking is there any way that I could use disguise in this room?
You can roll stealth and try to hide.
Yeah, I'll just go through the portal.
All right. So you're heading towards the portal.
I guess, yeah. Keep
Matthew.
moving forward, right?
Power roll. All right. So your character, I don't have to use this character sheet anymore. Yay! Your character gets fully taken over by this evil version of you. So now, as from now on, when you continue using your character, you are just going to be this evil version of you 100%. So your goal now is definitely, to go help maybe your body to stop this other guy because, you just want to continue the ritual that you were doing, to try to kill those kids and turn this girl into a version of you like you are right now.
That version of me is really not efficient.
Well, it's a story, man. It's I mean, you gotta have a chance to succeed before I just put you down.
Okay, so that me wants to turn that girl and my previous companion into creatures like himself.
Right. Well, pretty much your evil companion ultimately wants to do to regular Ren. He wants to get inside of Ren too and take over his body also. So you guys can return to the world as this evil versions of yourselves and do whatever out there because you're kind of stuck in there. You have no way to escape. But with these bodies, now you can make it out. Or if you want,
Just tell me this.
Hold on. Let me give you another option.
Me,
Let me give you another option too, because you may decide that you don't want to do either of those. You may try to convince Homegirl over here that you are the real version of yourself, and hold her hand together and just run out.
I wanted to ask, does this version of me care about that version of Ren?
No.
Okay. Do I have access to knowledge mythos that that version, the evil version of me does?
Actually, let me see.
And if yes, how much? Because
Your Cthulhu
if
Mythos
it's
right now
yes,
will be
then-
your Cthulhu Mythos Well, you can imagine how much. Well, your sanity is at 0. It's a 1 right now. Your Cthulhu mythos right now is at 65.
Okay.
Damn.
I guess it's
I
time
haven't
to
actually
play
seen
a
one of these
Sith
rolls he
Lord.
made.
Hold on, what? Like one at a time.
I said it's time for me to play a Sith Lord. Rule of 2, no. Rule of 1.
So what are you gonna do, man?
What?
Let me go ahead
Um,
and take and edit a little bit your character
awesome.
sheet, and that way you see what you got for yourself.
Okay. I've seen where the uncorrupted version of
Matthew.
Ren and corrupted version of Ren went.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't see the uncorrupted version of Ren. His character right now is inside of the castle. You're in the courtyard. His character is inside of the castle, and you can see the corrupted version of him through the window. Through the window. However, that version is starting to run to chase him.
Okay. I'm going to turn towards Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret, while just shaking my head, looking completely mildly disoriented or fully disoriented, and who are you?
Hi.
Hi. What's
I'm
happening?
Margaret. I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me. I'm just a journalist. I saw you kind of just standing over here. And you were kind of freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm still holding onto the flare gun.
I'm kind of freaking out myself. I think I just ate myself.
What the fuck does that mean? I'm just staring at you now. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what
I'll
does
try
that
to
mean?
explain later. And I'm gonna grab her by the hand. We need to get out of here. Now.
No. You can't. What? No. Can you not say? Can you say something? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, listen. This world is a dead world. There are there were two extremely powerful corrupted versions of myself and my companion. One of them tried to possess me, but he managed to resist. That's why I said that I ate him.
Okay.
So we need to go save my companion and get out of here. Like, now.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to stay to play with bunch of crazy cultists, you're free to do so.
No. Okay. Do you know how to get out of here?
We just need to keep moving forward. Don't ask what it means because I am not sure.
Okay. I
Magic
guess
is weird. That's all you need to know. Magic is weird.
Okay, I guess I don't have any choice, do I? Just follow you.
You really don't have.
All right, Matthew. I slightly edited your character sheet.
Hmm?
I added a couple spells at your disposal.
Let's see what I got. Paralyze, slow time. Okay, those are those will be useful. Okay, so as I'm good question. To what extent can I use knowledge mythos? Because
Whatever
our
you can
options
come up
are
with.
two versions. Okay, there are two options when it comes to knowledge mythos.
Mm-hmm.
There is an option number one that's called just knowledge. There's also number two where it provides with several other options. Can cause physical
Mm,
harm, can banish monsters, communicate with recently deceased,
you can use it for
create a
to the
physical
extent
board.
of the spells you have. However, due to the
Okay,
fact that you have been possessed.
first, first thing first, I'm going to pass the ammo move for my flare gun to Margaret. That's the name of her character.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna pass the ammo for the weapon to you.
Thank
Very
you.
noble. Very noble. Very noble.
And then we're going to keep going while I draw a curved knife I had beneath my coat, essentially a kukri. So I'm ready for a potential fight. Okay, we're entering inside, and okay, I don't have any spells. Any spells. I don't have a way to deal damage at long range.
Well,
I think.
so by the way that you can use the mythos is you do have the power to bend certain things to your will, provided that you pass a power roll on hard. Like for example, your character is gonna be able. Let's say for example that he's running, and you decide that you want to melt the floor under him to see if he can slip, or make it slippery. You can
I
do a power roll and maybe change the composition of the floor.
Description is more along the line when it comes to the description of example. It's more along the line of you just creating I'll describe it as implosion of kinetic energy against the target.
You can, yeah, yeah. You can use telekinesis any way you like it,
I don't have telekinesis.
and
This character
attack him.
doesn't
And
have
obviously,
telekinesis.
this character, by losing his sanity, is capable of using telekinetic in a completely different way that your character normally could.
Okay,
This character
so
probably has
essentially,
a lot
let's say
more
this.
power to hold them down and probably even pull arms and limbs like out of his body if he wants to.
No, this one is going to. This version of me is gonna be polite. Also, this character, Matthew, doesn't possess telekinesis as a skill.
Mhm.
Matthew is not telekinetic.
Right, no, I was just telling you what this character with telekinesis would be able to do.
Okay. We're running inside to see if we can save normal Ren.
Okay. So, Matthew, go ahead and roll. So what you kind of run inside. You see the portal. You kind of stopped and looked around for a moment to see what because ultimately you wanted to know if there was somewhere where you can hide or decide to continue running. You decided that you didn't want to hide for as much as I know. So you continue running. So,
Was there a way past the portal, or is the portal like?
well,
Was there? Is there?
you can see the portal. You cannot see behind the portal. You can look. You can try to run sideways and see what's behind the portal. The portal is quite big.
I mean, yeah, if he's not directly behind me, I would probably check out the portal before I blindly jumped through.
Okay. So
And I
when you
looked around if there was another way out.
as
Or,
you're as you're running on an angle now, still towards the portal, but not directly, you look and you see that there's two sets of stairs that go up.
yeah, I'll go up one of those.
All right, so you go around, passing the portal, and go up the stairs. So at this particular moment, Matthew, I'm sorry, not Matthew. Your doppelganger shows up. So go ahead and roll your power, please. Matthew, Ren.
Oh, Ren?
Yeah, Ren.
Okay, what am I rolling? I'm sorry.
Power.
Okay.
Alright, so you continue running. Matthew, you enter the room along with Margaret. You see that Ren is heading up some stairs. Now, your knowledge is that at the top of the tower, there's going to be a door that will lead somewhere else out of the castle. That you haven't been able to cross, but that Ren will most likely be able to cross it. And probably you will be able to cross it now. So, and Margaret most likely will be able to cross it too. So, what do? You also know, by the way, that utilizing that portal in front of you will get you to... One sec. To the third floor, because the first one would have been in the courtyard. So the third floor would have been right outside that room where the where that door is.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Go to the portal and hide upstairs. It will be right next to the doors that will lead you out.
Well,
And
you're not by yourself, so how are you gonna play that out?
I'm telling it to Margaret. That's the instruction I'm giving to her.
Okay.
On the other hand,
All right, but
I'm
hold
going
on.
to
Hold on. Margaret, you never seen a portal before. So this portal to you is like, whoa, what the heck? Because when you look through it, you can see that there's something on the other side, like, it looks like a mirror, like, but not like a mirror of you, like you're seeing it somewhere else. Go ahead and roll your sanity. Especially after you cross the portal. You go ahead and you cross it.
Oh.
All right.
Damn.
Go ahead and roll
That's
a 1d3, please. At the least, you're gonna roll 1 point, and we're gonna figure out what happens to your character. 2. All right. So deduct that, and we're going to get on about the madness. All right.
Okay,
So
20.
go ahead and roll a 1d10. So type /roll 1d10. 1. All right. So for one turn, you're going to have amnesia. So you go ahead. You cross that portal with Matthew. However, once you get to the other side, for a moment, you're just not remembering who he is, what are you doing there, how you got there, or anything else for that matter. You just see a random dude that just crossed the portal with you, and you're holding a gun.
Wait, where am I? Where am I? Who are you? But why do I have a gun?
I gave you that gun.
Okay, who are you? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
Canadian Army. You're still are in a really bad place. You're getting out of here. It's a bit of a process, but we're getting out.
Okay, did you put me here? Who sent you?
We were sent to get somebody else. You're just one of the few prisoners that are still alive to be rescued.
A prisoner.
Yeah,
Are you a prisoner?
I'm a soldier sent to get one of the prisoners. Unfortunately, we were too slow. Now, take a deep breath. Try to calm down. Let's start heading towards the exit. That will take us through a very weird maze.
I don't know. This is very scary to me, but I don't know. I guess I don't have a choice, do I?
I mean, you can stay here and die.
I don't want that. So, I guess I'm going with you.
Yeah. Good choice. Okay,
Then
so we're heading towards the door that leads out of that place that they previously couldn't cross. That version of Matthew couldn't cross. Can I see corrupted version of Ren or the normal Ren anywhere?
Not yet. You're up there.
Okay.
And yeah, no, the corrupted version of Ren actually uses the portal too. He goes through the portal. But he uses it after you cross. He waits a couple of minutes and uses the portal. So Ren, you go up the stairs, running as hard as you can. You take a look and you see your evil version behind you, and then you take a turn, you go up the next set of stairs, and now you kind of lost eyesight to whatever was down there. You just cannot see it. You just continue running up. What do you do? Ren?
Sorry, muted. Okay, so just to confirm, I am not being chased, so I can kind of take a breath here.
Well, as far as you know,
I kind of want to look around and see what I can find out if there's anything of
evil Ren kind of like stayed down, but as you were coming up, you know, he was chasing you, but then he stopped over there, and you saw him that as you were going up, he was just looking at you going up, and then you lost him somewhat on your way up.
Okay. But I lost him. Alright, now...
Yeah.
I would stop running. Once I was comfortable and I figured I lost him, I'm going to stop running. But I kind of want to look around. Like, is there anything that would help me figure out where the hell I need to go?
Well,
If
I
there's
mean,
like...
there's on each floor, there's a room. I'm sorry. On each floor, there's a hallway that goes to each side with many, many rooms. Like, I want to say at least 6 rooms per floor. They all seem to be the same type of room. They seem to be like bedrooms, like, so.
So it's just like a campus dorm room. It's just
Sort of, yeah.
all of campus dorm rooms.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, that's not helpful.
Sure isn't. But that's the story. So.
I guess I'll go down to the portal room. Like, or how far up am I guess? Like, how many flights of stairs did I go up?
Alright, so you just went up one set of stairs, and you were in the process of going up on the second. On the second, once you get up the second, that's when you can start looking around, that you decided that you were going to look around.
So I'm on the second floor.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on the second floor.
I mean, there's those rooms. If you want to be more specific, I guess you're going to need to, like, start opening doors and going inside of rooms.
Okay, I guess I'll check out the room next to me. I'll check that one out. Let's go open it up and see what's inside.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your luck.
Awesome.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a 1d10. Let's see how bad your luck is.
Already pretty bad.
Fine. Well, that's fairly evil. Okay. So, you open the door. When you open the door, you see that there is actually a field in front of you. This field also makes it look like you are actually on the bottom floor, like if you were like on a field with grass. Obviously, when you turn around, you still see that door behind you, but there is no walls holding that door. That door seems to be in a frame right in the middle of nowhere. Much like that door that originally got you there, that you saw before. You do go ahead and roll spot hidden. Oh,
Wow. That's,
wow.
I can't push that, can I?
Wow. So a light just blinds you for a moment. Well, for a moment. It
Would I be able to
blinds
push it just to at least be able to see it too? Or
you. Sure, go ahead and push it. Alright. So it blinds you for a moment, but then you can see. And what you see is that there seems to be some sort of animals that seem to be they seem to be very small at first, you know, and then they keep getting bigger and bigger, as almost as if they're running towards you. And finally, once you can see them, you see that they are actually dimensional shamblers that are running towards you. There's about, let me just a sec. About 14 of them in your direction.
Okay. The second I understand, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna run back and close the goddamn door. Jesus Christ. Run down to the end of the hallway and just kind of like check the doors, see if they come out, if I have to keep running or not.
Alright, so you close the door and you run out. And then what else do you do when you're out there? You just can stay over there looking at the door?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go around the corner and just kind of peek at the door and see if they eventually come out. So I have to keep running, or if like after a few minutes, I'd figure I'd be clear.
Okay. You wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna probably just keep checking doors at this point. So probably all about the next one, I guess.
All right. Go ahead and roll your luck again. And give me a 1d10 one more time. All right. So, Matthew and Margaret. Margaret, you will have regained your memories again. And Matthew, you are up there right now. What's the game plan?
We're next to the door that should get us out safely, correct?
As far as you know, now that you have a new body, that body should probably hold out going through that door.
In theory, that door is safe.
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna glance towards Margaret, just say, go through the door, it should be safe on the other side. And then he's gonna try and, while pretending to, as if just remembering something weird, like he's in pain, and throw paralyze on the
Margaret.
version of at evil as a corruption version of Ren.
Okay.
As I said, he's turning the situation from a rule of 2 into a rule of 1.
Okay. So you do that. And he turns around and looks at you.
Okay. What?
And now he casts. He casts. Well, actually, never mind, because this is silly. So no, he's not going to cast that. However, he's going to run and head down the stairs to the bottom floor, which is exactly where Ren is. So he's going to head down there.
I'm on the second floor.
Yep, he's going to. He was on the third, so he's going down to the second floor.
Get through the portal and hide. Through the door. You'll understand once you do it. Just try not to go too far if you can help it.
All right.
You're not coming with me?
I need to get my associate here, and on the other side is relatively safe.
Well, I can help you.
Ish.
You want help?
Can you fight demonic entities?
I have a gun. Does that not?
Okay.
Does
Wait.
that not work?
Wait here. Wait here. Right next to at these doors. Wait here. If he follows us, you shoot him.
Okay.
It
I can
should.
do that.
That should work. Okay.
All right. So
Sorry for putting all of this on you. And
Ren, on the second floor, you see the evil version of you. Well, actually, go ahead and roll listen first. All right. So you're kind of hiding behind a wall, looking at that door to see if the shamblers come out. At that point, you kind of like you wait, and nothing happens. Hold on. So go ahead and roll your dodge in extreme, actually. Since you didn't hear him. Alright, so you get knocked out this time around.
I'm out.
At this point, yes, at this point your character's out. But you're gonna wake up again as the
Okay.
evil version of your character, because you're gonna be taken over too. There's no way.
I don't have any.
There's no other way. Hold on a second. Let me
What?
go ahead and tweak your stats real quick. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue on. So you get up and and pretty much once you get up, you obviously you're an evil version of yourself, much like Arlene is, which I explained to you what you've been through, because both of you arrived there together, so you have all the memories that evil Matthew has. So what do you want to do? You also know that by crossing the door that you couldn't cross because of your evilness, I guess, for all the sacrifices you made through your body, that you wasn't able to escape. But now that you have a brand new body, you can.
I guess I leave then.
Okay. All right. So you start heading upstairs then. Matthew, you see Ren coming upstairs, but you just can see that he's acting a little different now. He's definitely acting a little different. He doesn't seem as before. What do you do?
Finally got your spare suit.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Let's go.
One go. Cool.
We have an exit strategy. We have an emergency snack. We should be fine until
Alright.
we get to a more stable dimension. Are any of the kids still present?
Nope. The
Uh,
kids were all left in the courtyard.
Okay.
And now pretty much you don't need
This
the
time,
kids.
remember, we need to pretend we're these people until we get to their dimension.
okay. Sure.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
get go grab the kids. I'll try and reassure the girl.
Are you
Give us
taking them
time
through the
to.
portal?
I mean, emergency rations
Oh, okay.
or
I'll
a
just grab
boost
a
to
few.
power if really needed. Grab them all. They'd probably think you're there. These versions of ourselves were there to save them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I'll round up the kids that we must here.
All right. So you head back downstairs. Do you, Matthew, head back downstairs too?
No, I'm heading back upstairs to reassure the girl that Margaret that danger has passed
Okay. So
for
Margaret,
the most part.
you see him coming, and he tells you that, whatever he's going to tell you.
Okay.
But we dealt with the other one as well. My associate colleague, would be a more precise term, went to grab the kids if they are still within the range, so we can all get out of here, or at least start leaving.
Okay. Are we gonna wait for them or?
I'd advise us to wait for them.
Okay.
All right.
Just sit down and catch a breath.
So Ren, you get downstairs. You call the kids.
All right, kids. Y'all get to catch your breath, yeah?
And they come slowly. But they kind of look at you and they're like, okay, well, they just come to you. Okay, so the kids are near you.
All right. Is this everyone?
Yep,
Wow.
that is everyone. All the
Okay.
kids. You see a couple of the kids. I think. Let's see how many of them died. Hold on. One kid died
Oh.
from the gas. So you're going back with 4 kids.
All right. What a waste. All right. Well, let's go.
All right. So
No.
you go back in. You take the portal this time around that warps you to the 3rd floor. Margaret, you see him
Yeah.
coming out of the portal with the kids on the 3rd floor that you used. Go ahead and roll intelligence. So, as far as you know, Ren didn't have knowledge that portal would have brought him to the 3rd floor, because if you remember correctly, when he was trying to escape from his evil version, he was actually running upstairs. So it is a good assumption to make that he maybe didn't know about that. So it's kind of weird how he knows about it now.
I'm gonna question him about it. Like, hey, how'd you know to come from up here?
What's that? Oh, Matt told me that this was like a shortcut.
How did he tell you? How did he know?
I don't remember telling him. I knew because of the thing I absorbed and I resisted it.
And
And
you didn't tell
he's
us.
moving forward with to stand between Margaret while signaling kids to get behind him and drawing his kukri.
Well, hey, hold on.
What?
These kids are mine. These kids are mine, actually. No, I'm taking the kids. The kids are
Didn't you
mine.
gas them? Didn't you gas them? And now one's dead?
Actually, I didn't do anything. I can't throw, okay?
So what happened?
Ask Matt, yes.
So you both gassed them.
As apparently you guys are best friends. I'm telling you, I can't throw. I may have suggested the use, but I did not make that final decision.
Can I ask the kids what they remember? I'm sure they remember getting gassed.
Yeah, kids, you're good, right? Look at you. You're you're crying, but
You lost your best friend. Is that what you said, Cindy? Okay.
And the kids are like freaked out. You know, they're crying a little bit, but they're somewhat freaked out. And they say, "Well, we were brought over here by them originally, and then the two other guys, the bad ones, they killed the other kids. They ate them. They ate about 40 other kids. We were here for a long time. And yes, when they arrived, there was this big smoke of something weird. And we were trying not to breathe it, but Tommy, unfortunately, he did. And he died.
Oh. Do you remember who did that?
No, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see who threw it, but then they showed up because the evil, mean people started to chase them.
yeah, we took care of them.
So how did you know to get on the second or the third floor if Matt didn't tell you?
I told you I found something on the second floor that told me. I'm gonna try fast. I'm gonna try.
Fast. All right. So you're gonna bullshit. You're gonna BS your way in. All right. So you're all up there. The kids,
Crazy.
Margaret, and Matthew. What's next? Portal time?
Portal time.
All right. So you
Okay.
get to that room.
The kids first.
You get to that room. And you open the door. And when you open the door, you see, that there's actually the entrance to the church. You see that? I mean, the entrance. That room that you took to go into the cavern of the church. So, into the hallway. Actually, you see the door that goes into the hallway with the mirrors. Do you guys walk in?
I mean, yeah.
All right. So when you walk in, you see all these versions of you. However, Margaret, you do see that there's many, many different versions of you. Some good, some evil, or evil looking, good looking. Some of them arguing with somebody. Some of them very, very friendly. Some of them dead. Some of them alive. However, Matthew and Ren, you guys seem to have only one version of you showing up. And that is the evil guys.
Oh, that's odd. Exactly like the guy that was chasing us. Or me. Anyways, I'm gonna look at hers. What do yours look like? That's interesting. What kind of weird lives does she live? Different universes or dimensions?
I would also like to know that.
Yep, you can clearly see that too.
Great. I hope that satisfies you. So, what were you gonna say?
What's that?
I thought you were gonna say something.
No. I was just looking at the different dimensions.
Yeah.
All right, so Margaret,
Um,
go ahead and roll intelligence again.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
So you know kind of like start thinking that it's very weird that they are they are only showing this evil people when you look at their reflection, no matter what mirror you look at, versus you and the kids show different versions of themselves and of yourself. But you continue walking in the meantime. You can confront
Can I
them if
ask
you
them
want.
about that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I would love to. Hey
Um,
guys.
Yeah.
This is so weird. So when I look at my reflections, they're all like a range, like good and bad and neutral. But
Yeah, that's
looking at
crazy, right?
yours, yeah. Looking at yours, all of yours are evil. Why's that?
I guess it's just luck of the draw. I mean, I don't own the mirror, so I just yeah.
Before answering, I'm gonna try and poke one of the mirrors. Is it just a mirror, or does it do something at
No, those are
touch?
all broken mirrors that are covered. That tunnel is covered with. So each broken mirror shows a different version of you. And by the way, that phobia down there is for you, Margaret, from when you had that bout of madness.
I'm scared of ferns, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to get ficus in that.
Well, yeah, something's weird about you guys. I don't know.
What are you
Kids,
talking
what do you
about?
think?
Well, we're saving the kids. Look at them; they're all happy now. Now that they've had some fresh air. It's
The kids kind of like get kind of scared and they get behind Margaret right now.
Mm-hmm.
hello. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
They look super smart.
How far away did we get from doors?
The door is right in front of you, like, however, it's sort of in between Margaret, the kids. I mean, so it's you, Margaret, the kids, and then the door. Because Margaret is kind of like ahead of you, trying to like rush out. Because with all this
Okay.
discussion and stuff like that, maybe now might be the most comfortable situation.
Second question. Would that version of me know how to exercise?
How to exercise?
Yes, exorcism.
Oh,
at that.
no, I mean,
Oops, my bad. Just trying to edit it.
that wouldn't be a thing.
That would have been a great way to betray to betray Bran. Just push him in front of the open door and kick the evil out of him.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have that power over him. Neither has that. Neither he has that power over you.
Okay, would I know if destroying the door would collapse the portal?
No, you don't have power enough to destroy the doors. The doors are sort of mystical, so they can't receive any damage.
Okay, so I cannot betray him in any fun way.
No,
Oh, right.
Well, I
I think
suppose
it's
that
more so
there's not.
the fact that whether A, you're gonna have to talk her into trusting you, or B, you might have to get rid of her in order to be able to cross.
Yeah, I'm deciding which one.
Done.
You do.
Well, I mean, we're right. We rescued the kids. We came all the way down here, and now you want to accuse What were you doing there?
Me and the kids, we had normal reflections, right, kids?
No, the kids know. The kids know that they were tricked by the by the people that were wearing those robes to go in there.
Yeah,
Hey.
we're all victims.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying to save you. So I don't know. What? Look at this, kids. I got a. They call it a pen. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Can we get going? Why are we still standing here? I feel like we just need to get out. I really would like to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Right,
would.
Matt?
I'm sure you would. Why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and meet the kids? Go ahead.
Do what?
Go ahead. Go in front of us.
Sure.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, you go ahead. Do you open the door?
I'll open the door.
Okay.
Open the door, stepping through.
You open the door and you're in the catacombs of that church. Pretty much, you're already out, so you are right on the church now. Do you
Oh.
do
Well,
you
that's
decide to leave, or do you linger around?
I'm leaving. Right.
All right.
I'm leaving.
So if you guys are leaving,
Quick
The-
question.
yeah.
What would happen? What happens if you use paralysis on objects? Because
On
description
objects?
only states target.
Well, depends.
Yeah.
If it's not a moving object, then nothing.
So I cannot use it to lock the doors.
No. So
That'd be
I
anyway,
wanted to.
so if you guys are leaving, then that will be the end of the campaign. So now you have two evil characters that you can control for some campaign.
Honestly, I think they're a bit too powerful. So take
Well,
them over and use them as bad guys for some campaign.
exactly. That was the idea, and also not to mention that I'd much rather give you two evil bad guys for you to be the bad guys on some sort of campaign once we get more people, like a full group that can take you down. That way, Margaret has the choice of the ability to finish the story without dying. Because this story could have easily killed all three of you.
Yeah.
So this way she get her feet wet, and then next Thursday we can start a brand new campaign fresh, and you guys get this time around the opportunity to actually investigate.
Would it be okay if, as a way to try and gain some of her trust, my character taught her one of the two spells he knows?
If she wants to learn whatever
Around.
you want to teach her, she can. However, she's going to lose sanity by learning it.
And she doesn't have much sanity in the first place, huh?
I think I meant like.
And it's going to go to her Cthulhu mythos, so that sanity is not going to be recoverable. So anyway, just for tonight, I know that I'm an advocate of starting campaigns early, but just for tonight, we're gonna call it a night now at 9, mainly because my kid is not feeling well, and I kind of have to go take care of her.
Yeah.
But next
Oh,
Thursday,
exactly.
we'll start a brand new campaign, and I'm gonna give you a synopsis of the story on Saturday or Sunday. And that way, if you want to create new characters, you know what the story is about, so you can base it on that.
All right, beautiful.
Hey.
Okay.
Now, which one should I use for that one?
For what?
Do I for the next campaign?
I can make you a new character sheet if you want. In
Oh, I have that.
Okay, well, if you have
I
character
have
sheets,
more than two.
then once I post the synopsis, you can decide if you want to create a new character for it, or if you want to use the same character, or one of the characters that
I
you already
still
have.
have. I have Edward right in front of my eyes, and I cannot play him because he's dead.
Exactly. Yeah, Edward.
You can
Edward. It
create a
was.
role.
It was time for Edward to die. I mean, it hurts that he died because Edward almost made it to be a god, but yeah,
He
Edward needed to
wasn't
go.
getting to that yet.
Edward didn't have any sanity left. What are you talking about?
He still had